Welcome to the IslandStats.com football show, your weekly dose of all the action from Bermuda's top football leagues. We bring you in-depth coverage of the Premier and First Division, results, highlights, analysis, and exclusive interviews. We also keep you up to date with the latest news and developments from the Bermuda Football Association. Stay tuned for the IslandStats.com football show, your one-stop shop for everything you need to know about the beautiful game in Bermuda. Now let's join the IslandStats.com football show team. Well, good evening and welcome to this edition of the IslandStats.com football show. I'm your host, Earl Baston. Joining me is co-host Andrew Griffith. We are awaiting the arrival of Garrett Punchadill. And just to let everyone know, we are going to be joined later in the show by Sergio Gouda, the current coach of Robin Hood, who had they had an amazing fight back today. Griff, I'll just run down. I'll just run down. I'll see your eyebrows raised when I say the score. Yesterday in Premier Division, last night, it was it was PHC Zebras 1, North Village Rams 1. Yesterday afternoon in First Division play, it was Somerset Eagles 4, Vasco 0. And then today in Premier Division action, the results we have thus far: Devonshire Colts 4, St. George's Colts 0, Paget Lions 0, Dandy Town Hornets 1. In First Division, it was Southampton Rangers 0, Somerset Trojans 2, St. David's won by default or forfeit over Hamilton Parish. And Robin Hood came from 3-0 down to defeat Wolves 4-3. Those are the results we have so far. We are awaiting the result from the Crossroads Boulevard game, and once we get the official word from that match, we will bring you the result from that. But let's obviously start off, Griff, with last night. Conditions a bit challenging. It had those downpours and so forth. North Village managed to score in the last minute. A header from Jonte Smith, who has scored all their league goals thus far this season. They are yet to get a win. They looked like they were going to get out. They looked like they were heading for a defeat last night. PHC scored early in the second half, but it must be a worrying time for as a Village fan. Would you say?
Yeah, I think Punch is exactly right for what he was saying last week. I did get to go to this game yesterday. It was a little bit of rain during the game, but in general, it was okay. But yeah, it didn't look like anybody else was scoring except Sunday. They had a few other little chances, like the ball bouncing around and somebody gets overshot, but he was the one. And in the end, he popped up with a good header, bullet header. He picked out his spot. Cool. And yeah, to be honest, Village will struggle until they get some players back in January. So I think for them, they should be lucky to get that draw.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you look at it, the way PHC set up somewhat last night, every time Jonte got the ball to his feet, he had like two players like on him really, really quick. So it unsettled him for quite some time. But the header in that last minute was well taken from the free kick.
And that's why I think people were mentioning if once he gets Jai back and maybe Giselle moving back, Jonte draws so much attention that it frees up space because other players should be getting shots, but that's why I think they missed Jai a lot because he will finish a lot of the stuff that they try to take away from Jonte, and Jonte benefits from him being there. So to his credit, it's playing like a MVP. Without him, I think Village will be on the bottom.
Yeah. A good goal from PHC. The fullback picking up the ball just inside the half, running. I mean, well, the defense backed off of him, but
Yeah.
it was well taken from him from
Yeah.
shot just outside the box.
Good goal. Like you can't take that away from him. Is maybe they should have shot him now, but still, it was a good shot.
Yeah, definitely. Then let's turn our attention to today's Premier Division match because St. George's Colts coming off with that emotional semifinal win on kicks from the penalty mark over Dandytown on Wednesday. Went to Police Field to take on Devonshire Colts, and Devonshire Colts kind of just pulled them apart, if you could say that, winning 4-0 at Police Field. Early goal in the first half. They eventually break 1-0 down, but then 3 goals in the second half from Devonshire Colts kind of really sets Colts up because that pushes them right up the table. They picked up their 3rd win of the season. It'd be something that Ray would be really happy with the 1 loss. Scoring 10 goals and giving up, and you're only giving up 6. None today.
This result surprises me, and maybe it's a hangover from the semifinal. But St. George's had really good moments in that semifinal, so I would have thought that from what I saw that they would play Devonshire Colts a little tougher, even though we favor Devonshire Colts playing at Police Field. Still thought that St. George's Colts would, but I didn't think they would get flunked 4-0. So it is surprising, but having said that, like if you take the 2 Hole brothers out of that St. George's team, I think they just like Village has lost a striker. They look normal. I think those Hole brothers are very good. Like they make that team. So I think if they figure out some sort of way to nullify them, then it will be difficult for them.
Yeah. The other Premier Division match that took place that we had the result from is Dandytown edging Patrick Lions 1-0 up at Southampton Oval. Dandytown, obviously, they'll be disappointed with the first of all not being given a goal during the match. The ball had gone outside, but after seeing it, a couple of times, the ball didn't go out. But the one thing, the referee, the referee assistant had the flag up early. But then their performance during the penalty shootout would leave them, heartbroken because, the first one did the first one hit the post or did it just go wide?
I think about why.
Yeah. And but to only score 1 out of 4 makes it very difficult to say they deserve to go through. But then they come up today. Yeah. No,
they dominated that game. It seems like when they score, they have a habit of to me, it looks like they coast.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as intense after they score. Like you would think if they kept playing that way, they will go up 4-5-0 and then coast. But they seemed like it looked like they let teams hang around. Like it's weird.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I mean, they learned a lesson last season after winning on New Year's Day. Struggling, like Jerome said last week, they had the worst second half record, other than Parish and Wolves, but to fault as much as they did. But today they stuck to the business. They got an early lead from David Jones, and kind of solidified the point by just winning 1-0. If you want to be the champions, those are the type of games you have to win. The unfortunate thing for Paget is that they find themselves in a position that 1 goal puts them right back in the game. They were never out of it. Is that me or you?
You.
Okay. They're never out of it, and most of the games that they've played in thus far, they've never been out of it. It's just it's unfortunate, but hopefully they can turn their season around really really quick.
Yeah, let me say it now for all the Dandytown people out there. We or maybe me might have been hard on the Dandytown keeper for the mistake he made last week Friday, but I watched the semi-final and the game today. He made some really good saves, like point blank in
Mhm.
both games to keep him in it. So he's made up for that mistake in spades. So hats off to him for staying with it and bouncing back.
Did you point yourself out to him because he might have been trying to impress you?
I doubt it, but he hit it again. Hold on. Also, too, again, I have to apologize to Coach Drew. Maybe I jinxed him by saying he was going to win 4 trophies. My bad. Sorry. But hey, if it's any consolation, of the 4 teams in the semifinals, I thought Tom played the best. So,
Oh, okay. One thing's for sure, you can play the best, but you gotta score the goals to win the game.
yes, yes.
But that's what sports is about. To tell you the truth, that's exactly what sports is about.
And
So,
and by looking at the way he coached today, he weren't letting them let down. He was on the sidelines, making or driving the team. He was very,
right.
very animated today.
Oh, okay. I guess after the letdown midweek, he would want to make sure that he stays on top of them, having
Yeah.
seen or having been involved with what happened with him last season. Because you remember, I mean, like I said, they dropped right off after winning the trophy on New Year's Day.
One more thing about today's game. At the game last night, I did get a stern lecture from Patrick coach Antoine Russell saying that we have to stop sleeping on Paget and picking against this team because they're going to show everybody today that they're going to be the team that hands Dandy on the first Lord. But all I have to say is, hey, what up? You got to show me first before you make me change my mind. I'm trying to defend my title, picking winners here.
I see. This is funny because I hear from not only Pageant people but also other clubs people. Whenever you pick against them, they always think that you are against them. It's really not that. It's basically we look at the game that can be played. We try to think, And again, like you said, you got to show me. I mean, I don't think I sleep on Pageant. I just think at sometimes they don't meet the expectation. A day like today, here's an opportunity. You got confronted by the coach last night. Don't sleep on it. But you could have stayed home and slept because they lost. The end result is the end result. Whether you lose 1-0 or 10-0, you know what I mean? So hey,
But like for most of the game, Dandy's
Mhm.
dominated. But it seemed like the last 10 minutes, Patrick came to life and they were just going at him. And it keep again, Dandy's on keep made a few saves. They had some misses like in the 6th, so they could have very well got it there, but just didn't go in.
Yeah. Well, we'll see who does that next week, and we can actually they play early this week, so we'll see when it comes to those times to pick. What we're going to do is we'll take our first commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have more with the Island Stats Football Show. We'll be right back.
Some classics never go out of style, like White Rock Ginger Ale and Mixers. Crisp, clean, and refreshing, they're the perfect match for your favorite cocktails, a sparkling base for mocktails, or simply enjoyed on their own. Whether it's family gatherings, weekend get-togethers, or just unwinding at home, White Rock brings the flavor that fits every occasion. Proudly distributed by John Barrett & Sons, and always available at Lindo's. Why go anyplace else?
Beneath the clear blue sky, where the ocean meets the land, and the long-tailed fly in Bermuda. Our hearts belong to this beautiful island. As an island, we are strong, proudly Bermudian. In every single way, from the sunrise to the sunset, and every single day, for over 135 years, it's been clear, British Islands proudly Bermudian. Bringing us near.
You ever crack open a Coke and just... perfect.
It's that cold, classic hit that never lets you down.
Whether you're chilling with friends or just need a break, you can't go wrong with Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Nothing else compares.
Proudly distributed by Butterfield and Vallis.
And welcome back. Well, let's get into the first division. Yesterday up at the White Hill Field, the Somerset Eagles welcomed Vasco and ended up being 4-0 to Somerset Eagles. Vasco coming off of that 6-0 win over Hamilton Parish last week. They would have been feeling good about themselves. Somerset Eagles looking to kickstart their season. They've had a win here and there, but this result here kind of gives them some inspiration, wouldn't you think?
Eagles, yes, but I see that 6-0 by Vasco the prior week. That's a loss if Rangers got 15. So I knew Vasco needs to pick up the socks against Eagles. So I don't think Vasco is up in the top echelon. But I think Eagles generally was going to be better. So 4-0 might be a little bit flattering, but we expected Eagles to get the 3 points.
Yeah. Then we'll move to the top of the table clash today up at Southampton Oval, where Somerset Trojans got by Southampton Rangers 2-0. Both teams come into the game with 2 wins. Southampton Rangers had the better goal average from that result from Hamilton Parish, that big win. But Somerset, they proved they were just a little better today, coming away with 2 second-half goals to go to the top of the table by themselves. You look at Southampton Rangers played Robin Hood in the FA 2 weeks ago. That went to sudden death penalty kicks. But then you're playing Somerset Trojans in the league, and you got to kind of, try. It's early in the season. You don't want to give up too much. But again, another good result for Jensen and Somerset Trojans.
So like Punchy keeps saying on the show that he expected Trojans to compete. Maybe not this year, maybe next year with what they're doing and what they have in their works. But maybe they're a year ahead of schedule and they're trying to push to get promoted this year.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Somerset team, right, when they got relegated 2 seasons ago, and most of the players that are playing now were junior players. They've matured 1 year in the first division. Now they're looking to come together to get promoted, and they'll be that much better next year if they get promoted. So I just think it's that process that they were building, and with Jensen working behind the scenes with others, I think they're on the right track.
Right. So I think listeners, well, we're not at that game yet, but what happens, just for our viewers will know, and me too, what happens if Parish withdraws from the league? The results become void, and the Rangers goal difference.
Yes, that is something I think the association would have to work out. I think the fair way would be for everybody to get to 3 points and just 3 goals. The unfortunate thing is that the goal scorers lose all their goals individually. You know what I mean? I don't know how they do that. I just think everybody get 3 points and 3 goals. But then, like I said, the guys that's got 5 goals and 4 goals in that game, do they take those goals away from them, or do they leave them there? I don't know how they do it. It's going to be one of those things that has to be talked about. And we can talk about it now. Hamilton Parish showed up with 8 men, and they forfeited the match. They didn't want to play with 8 men, but we've been saying it since we realized that they were struggling for players, that this was inevitable. It was going to happen. Whether it continues, we'll have to wait and see. Once they default 3 games, then they're out. Well, let me not say that, because we had a team that defaulted 3 games last season, and they're still allowed to play. But that's obviously something that would have to be discussed behind closed doors.
I'll put this out there for all my all the Masters viewers that's out there. So the Masters team filled it because a lot of their players went and played to help out the first division team, so they're ineligible. So if the first division team fills, can they come back in?
Well, by that time, I mean, they have to wait. Either they pack it up now,
right,
and send the BFA a message that they're packing it up, or you have to wait till they default that third game.
Yeah. Time you have to wait. So, did you get a look at the team sheet? Because I'm wondering if there's
they wouldn't have submitted the team sheet.
Okay, so but I'm wondering, were those 8 players, were they mostly Masters players that showed up today?
Yeah, they wouldn't have submitted the team sheet. They were in no way going to go take to the field. So, yeah. Very interesting. I do have an update for you. The match at Lords in St. David's, Premier Division match. Crossroads 3, Boulevard Blazers 2.
Wow.
So
that's surprising.
Yeah, a win is a win. That's what Crossroads will tell you. 3 points is they stay level on points at the top of the table with the Denny Town Hornets. Both of them moved on to 10. You look at a team like Crossroads. They took an early lead in the first half, or got a lead in the first half. Ran up 2-0. Boulevard pulled a goal back. Boulevard made it 2-2. And guess what happened? Exactly what happened up Southampton Oval. In the 92nd minute, Donovan Thompson scored a winner. You remember when they played Paget and it was 1-0, and Paget missed the penalty, and Donovan went right up there and scored. Well, yeah. I don't think it was a penalty save. But he managed to score in the 92nd minute to take over 3 points. So it's exciting times for Crossroads. I mean, they're enjoying the football. They're on the right hand. If they keep winning. Yeah.
I was talking to one of the Crossroads coaches yesterday, and he's saying they have a problem that they're trying to get Donovan Thompson fit. I was like, well, keep playing him, because like all he needs is a look. And here you go. If he was ordered in the 90th minute, they did the right thing. Just get him the ball.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at him and
Paul
Simons, they are what North Village look at Jai and Jonte were last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These two guys know where the goal is, no matter where they play, and it seems like when they play together, it just keeps bouncing off on them. They're managing to and to be honest, you have to also give credit to the rest of the Crossroads team, because it's not just them scoring goals, it's also them holding out teams. I mean, Boulevard scored late in the second half, 4 minutes to go, and it made it 2-2. But they have that never say die attitude, which has got them to where they got to all this time, and they were able to come away with yet another win, their third win of the season.
They almost also been given a lecture by Alan Douglas Jr. saying, "You're sleeping on Boulevard. Watch out for Boulevard." I said, all right. Again, this I think playing in a close game against like top of the table Crossroads like that, I thought Crossroads was going to smack them. So
right.
I'm a little surprised. So maybe it is. I'm going to concede. Maybe it is something to what he's saying, because everybody's picking. Probably Boulevard and Social Club will be the whipping boys to get on.
Right.
Boulevard had some fight.
Yeah, I watched Boulevard play the other night, and they had some encouraging times with the ball doing some positive things. I was really really happy with what I was seeing at times. Obviously, there's other times that you want to you're wondering what's going on, but for the most part, they kind of play with each other and for each other. It's just that getting the ball in the net more and holding out the other team on a regular basis. So once they can figure out that defensive stuff, they'll be all right.
So after the game today, I was asking somebody about this whole thing with Dannyton. It seems like they start out good. They knock the ball around. It's pretty. They move it, whoop, touches, people overlapping. It's like make you say ooh and ah. But then they go flat and it seems to trail off during the game. So somebody said, look, you have to watch them. They're different after they make the subs. It seems like it's a drop off after the subs go on, and it's not the same quality. I didn't pay that attention, but I think I'll look at that. But I think it says that for those teams, like your 11 is here. Yes. What happens after that? Like you need a team of like 20 good players to make it through the season. So if like right now, I still Boulevard had a good result today. Do they have like another 10 players that's of that level to get them through some of the tight games or them playing in January, February, March when you got suspensions, cards, or whatever, injuries, people traveling or work. What's that like?
Yeah.
Like today, we sat up in the bench. We said, "Oh look, Delray Rollins came in. Like, why are you speaking to us?" Apparently, he was working and got there late, so they voted. Said, oh, okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Hey. That's how things go sometimes.
Yeah. You need a big team to fight for the title or to stop you from getting relegated.
Yeah, you have to have depth. But then one thing Punch is always talking about is the quality, and you're mentioning that. Do you have the quality coming off the bench to keep that tempo going? And if you don't, then guess what? Something that your strategy and everything has to change because you're bringing on somebody who's just below the quality you're looking for. So now you have to change all your tactics a bit for the team to adjust. If not, you're going to find yourself continuously losing the ball in the areas you don't want to lose it because that player can't do the job that he's come on to replace that person from. So, yeah. The other
why coaches have gray hairs.
Well, I'm pretty sure Sergio would have had gray hairs, and I'm hoping he joins us soon. Taking on Wolves up at Police Field, they were down 3-0 after 46 minutes. Yeah, to Wolves.
So is that a case? Subs and tactics changed the game?
I don't know, but to the rescue was the one and only Keishan Bean.
Okay.
Scoring a hat trick and another goal, but obviously he would have had to, and hopefully we get a chance to talk to him about it. He would have had to change something for that to click because for 45 minutes they go into the breakdown 2-0. Whether you're dominating the game or not, and they scored 2 goals. Look, hey, hold him up. Sergio, just talking about you. Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, Griff has still got hair on his head because he has donned 3 love and managed to fight back.
Hey, I think it's probably planting it back in his head.
Well, first of all, Sergio, congratulations on a fight back, but take us through. I mean, you're down 2-0 after 45 minutes. You go into the half, come out 1 minute into the second half. You're down 3-0.
Well, it was 3-0 at the half.
Okay.
Yeah, they scored 3-0 at the half. My mate too scored a beautiful goal. Corey Sharisan scored.
Yes.
He scored a good goal after,
Okay.
So, I mean, when that happened, of course, you know, I'm pretty sure in their mind, and that's what I was telling my players, they thought they won the game.
Yes.
But as we know, you know, it's still football is not won in the first half.
Yeah.
So what I'm finding, you know, because it's a young team, and you know, at the half, I really had to like get into them, you know what I'm saying, and make them know, hey, you know, because they're very passive.
Mm.
So I just had to just, you know, pretty much light a fire underneath them, you know what I mean? And then, of course, I'm always got, you know, Keisha and Bean, you know what I mean? So,
Patrick.
yeah, Evergreen Keisha.
All right.
Yeah, I got another hat trick today, you know?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so, and, you know, we both come from like North Village, you know, where we have that like, that winning mentality, you know what I mean? To never say it's over. So I guess the combination of the two, and we just urged them on, you know what I mean?
Right.
But this before you came on. This is what I think happened. You got the
Before I came on.
No. Before you came on to the show.
Okay.
So, you got the blackboard out. Saw what was going on. You moved your chess pieces around, made some brilliant substitutions, and this is hold on to you. That's what I thought.
Well,
That's
well, actually, it wasn't even really about tactics. Really, it was just about, because I told him in the beginning, you know, Wolves is that team that's gonna play with that energy and that fight and that, you know, that desire. So, you know, you have to match that to begin with. And you know, to be honest, you know, they play some good football. Like the girls, you know, I was like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? But it was a combination of the two, good football and us standing around and watching. So like I said, I got into them halftime. I'm like, yo, you gotta battle this. This is a war. And once they started to do that, you know, we forced them into mistakes. And you know, Keishan and I'm not sure if you guys know Sammy Corona, but you know, it's a name that you really need to look out for. And these two, like, they play football like in a phone booth, honest.
Mm.
No, seriously, these guys, like, it's amazing of what the, you know, it's telegraphic of what they have already, you know. So long may it last.
Yeah. Let me ask you, because obviously you're looking at this season, but you also are putting yourself in a position to be promoted. That's obviously the goal.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about your team being passive and young. Are you a season ahead of yourself of going up, or do you think they will be able to adjust given whatever challenges will be in the Premier Division?
No. These boys are like, you know, they're young men. You know what I mean? So it's no. We're pushing to go this year, and a lot of them would have played last year.
Right.
So they understand, you know what I mean? And no, the goal is to get into the big division. There's no, you know, maybe next year.
Right. Okay.
So
All right.
before we started the show, I talked to Earl. I said, "Hey, you get to talk to Sergio?" I said, "Cool." I said, "Hey, nice stuff about Robin Hood. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the heart of the matter. What a lot of people that's looking at this show want to know: what's happening with Happens in Paris?"
No. We don't want to.
No, you're not talking it.
Hey, you know, what can I say? I mean, I was at Hamilton Parish and you know, I gave my all because I love coaching, you know what I mean? I love football, so hey, you gotta ask the ones that are here. Really.
We're trying to ask. So
Yeah.
Taking edges with you.
Well, just look where I'm at now, you know what I'm saying? I'm at now, so you know, I mean, me coaching teams is hey, this is just what I do, you know what I mean? So you have to have thick skin, and we're not always gonna agree.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I mean, to be quite honest with you, you know, I always heard, you know, sometimes you guys even say it too, and people say, "Oh, Sarge left Hamilton Parish, and all the players left." It was totally opposite. The players left. I was still at Hamilton Parish. You know what I'm saying? When all those guys signed up papers and left, I still was signed for Hamilton Parish. But you know, I mean, to be honest with you, when I went to the management to see, you know, exactly what they wanted to do, because I'm not a quitter. You know what I'm saying? We went down together, so it's up. You know, people say, "Oh, we're not second division players." I'm like, "Yes, you are. You got yourself in second division, so this is where you need to play." But you know, they chose to leave, and I still was there when they all signed the papers to leave. And I guess it was, you know, I just said to the management, you know, what are we really trying to achieve? And it was no forward progress. And I got a call from Dennis, and this is where I am.
Are you still involved in the National Academy as well?
Oh yeah. I'm up there for me and Aaron right now. Aaron Dankins actually. He's two Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron Dankins with the U17s, yeah.
Yeah, so you have a busy time coming up yourself. Not just not just domestically, but internationally. Trying to manage that. But mind you, at Robin Hood, you have guys you can lean on that can run sessions and run the team as well in your absence. But trying to manage that, because I remember what was it, 2 seasons ago you had to do the same thing with Hamilton Parish. Whilst the under-17 tournament was going on. You know, what did you learn from that you could actually utilize this time around with the under-17s?
Well, to be quite honest with you, when I had the conversation with Keyshawn actually wants to be a coach. Like, to be quite honest. So, you know, we had the conversations like, look, Sarge, I want to come over there, you know, and I want to get some experience, you know, for the coaching. So we're working a lot on coaching, but of course, you know, hey, I needed you to score good at the same time. So it's like a spin-off between the two. I coach you, and, you know, I teach you how to coach, and you still score the goals to help us to get up. You know what I mean? So like I said, and also we have, of course, you know, Richard Todd's always around in the background, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You still have Dennis, you know, with his expertise, and we also have Torian Manders. You know what I mean? So yeah, it works out pretty good. And I mean, if I was the head coach of the national team, it'd probably be a little bit more, you know. But I'm assistant Aaron, so it's not that, you know, it's Aaron's team, and I just assist Aaron.
Right.
So when's the next competition for the under-17s?
February 3rd will be our first game.
Yeah.
So the U17 is every year.
You got to go to, where you going?
Honduras,
yeah. So interesting time, but yeah, I mean, but you could fully concentrate on the domestic side right up until, you know, at that time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
and at Robin Hood, to be honest, I mean, we like really have a whole another team that's not even on island.
Oh, okay.
Is coming back.
Yeah, it's much Javi De Rosa, Hayden Diego, Cody.
For the Christmas competition, you'll be stuck then.
Yeah. We very stuck.
But that's a good thing for a coach to have those challenges of convincing, you know, the players that, you know, that are playing, and the players that will come back and come into the team and so forth. That's kind of a good thing to have at times, because you got the numbers that you need, and you could rest some players and express to them that, you know, we need you for that long haul after this break, after the Christmas break, that we're going to need, you know, that January to March if we want to be successful.
Yeah, but you have to be really careful with the amateur player doing that. You know what I mean? Because when all those guys go back to school, these are the ones that I need to depend on. So I can't be saying, you guys just sit to the side and these guys are going to play. And then they're going and this guy, I training no more. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's really a fine balance, you know, that we have to have. But I mean, trust me, coaching at Robin Hood, like I love to go to training because I've got 18 players every single training session.
Oh.
And in this country, that's unheard of.
It's still got to feed away.
Yeah. So,
you'll be coasting through when it comes down to suspensions or injuries, people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, stuck.
You be that
Yeah,
much stronger.
yeah, yeah. And I can work.
Right, right, and that's
It,
always a good. That's always a good
Dave,
thing.
make sure you get Keyshawn to just ice baths, all right?
Oh,
You
definitely, definitely.
wrap him up in
Yeah,
cotton wool.
yeah, cotton wool. Yeah,
Well,
definitely, definitely.
it's funny because we talked about Keyshawn and when he moved to St. David's last year, and he started the season off with a bang, and it was like after Christmas, it was like he was non-existent. Hopefully,
Hmm.
hopefully that fire that's in him now can stay, so we can keep enjoying what he's been doing. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, we have some players that's coming in behind him because, and I tell these players all the time, you know what I mean? And one thing with Shane is so open, you know what I mean? He comes to training and said, look, hey, go to Shane and get some training. And he'll just coach the players, you know what I mean? Give him all his expertise. So I try to tell the players to, use him as a sponge and get everything you can out of him.
Mm.
So Robin won't have to worry about like St. David's after in the new year losing players getting ready for cricket, right?
No, 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 no. I mean, I got Trey, you know what I mean? But that's cop match.
Yeah. That's later. That's later.
Yeah, yeah.
So look, because you're the coach on, we're gonna take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna do picks. You're involved. All right.
Okay.
Hey, and coaches so far haven't been doing that good any picks.
We'll be
We'll
right
see this
back.
week.
That's right. We'll be right back.
The pink sands beneath the clear blue sky, where the ocean meets the land, and the long tails fly in Bermuda. Our hearts belong to this beautiful island. As an island, we are strong, proudly Bermudian. In every single way, from the sunrise to the sunset, and every single day for over 135 years. It's been clear. Pages silence proudly Bermudian, bringing us near. Cause we are proudly Bermudian. Pages silence proudly Bermudian. Pages silence proudly Bermudian.
You ever crack open a Coke and just perfect?
It's that cold, classic hit that never lets you down.
Whether you're chilling with friends or just need a break, you can't go wrong with Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Nothing else compares.
Proudly distributed by Butterfield and Vallis.
Fall in Bermuda isn't about sweaters and raking leaves. It's ocean breezes that cool the evenings, weekend picnics by the water, and family dinners that bring everyone together after long summer days. At Lindo's, we've got everything you need for this season on the island, from fresh local produce to the staples that make your table feel full. This October, make fall in Bermuda taste just a little better. Lindo's, why go anyplace else?
And welcome back. Well, we'll look at our picks. We'll look at our picks from last week in the first two matches, the semifinals. We all went with PHC, and we know PHC lost that. And we all went with Dandytown, and Dandytown lost that. The match between Devonshire Cougars and Young Man Social Club, it will be played tomorrow night, so we don't have a result for that. Okay, so starting with last night's match, PHC Zebras and North Village Rams. We all took PHC except Jerome. Jerome took a draw.
Yes, he was right.
Yeah, so, but then the Devonshire Colts, St. George's Colts, we all took Devonshire Colts except Jerome, who took a draw, so he's back level. We all took Crossroads to beat Boulevard, and we know Crossroads won that 3-2. We all took Dandytown, except you, Griff, to beat Paget.
I took a draw.
You took a draw. So we all took Eagles Except Giroud. Giroud took Vasco. We all took Robin Hood to beat Wolves, and Robin Hood did that 4-3. We all took St. David's to beat Hamilton Parish, and we know that Hamilton Parish failed to field a team. And the match between Southern Rangers and Somerset Trojans, you and Punchy Griff took Somerset, and Giroud and I took a draw. So I got 6.
All tied.
Punchy got 7, and you got 7. Giroud ended up with 5.
You got nowhere to go but up, Sergio.
All right, we'll do all the games, and we'll leave your game out, Sergio. Well, let me ask you, because you're supposed to play on Thursday night. Have they rescheduled that as of yet, or have they let you do anything?
I think he was on mute. We lost him.
Okay, let's see if he joins back. They don't want to be under the pressure he picks.
Yeah, that's what it was. The pressure. Pressure got to him. He can handle Vasco, maybe handle Wolves, but he can't handle our picks.
Let me just see if we can get him back. Let's see.
This ain't easy, people.
He must have been moving because he's not getting the signal. Let's see if he comes back. But yeah. All right, Griff. So,
All right.
you and I, first game. I'll go first.
All right.
Okay. So it's Boulevard versus Paget. I'm going to take the Lions to edge Boulevard in this game.
It's either a Paget win or a draw. All right. Where's this game?
Sergio is back.
Okay,
No problem.
We thought you cut yourself off because you couldn't take the pressure of the pick. All right. You came back. All right.
What was the pick? What was the game?
We got to get to the first one.
We'll get through the first one. Hold on.
Okay.
The first one is Boulevard versus
Paget.
Paget.
And he said there's a night game?
Yeah, it's a night
Where?
game. They have it scheduled. But yeah, I was asking you, Sergio, your game on Thursday night, because this game is on Thursday night as well. It was supposed to be a doubleheader of BAA. Have they told you they switched it to Devonshire Rack, or they haven't said it yet?
No. We find out, the day before maybe.
Okay. All right. So, but you're still on for Thursday night. You just don't know where.
Yeah, just on the radio.
Oh, okay. All right.
Come back to Honey Park. Ready, we.
Hey, I wouldn't mind that.
So, Griff,
All right.
come on.
All right. Paget, you make me look bad.
Let me just say, I took Paget. I'm sorry, I took Paget. So, go ahead, Griff.
I'm going to take Paget. I'm going to take Paget as well.
Okay. All right. Sergio, Boulevard versus Paget.
Yeah, that's a big derby. It's a big derby. Boulevards, pretty much. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Paget.
Okay. All right.
I'm not sleeping on Boulevard, but
Hey, just like us now, you got to take a lot of flack when you go.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So this one should be very, very interesting with you two on. The next game, Dandytown Hornets versus North Village Rams.
Woo! Where's that game?
Griff, you are up.
Where's the game?
Wherever Dandytown will play.
They're right because they got a field TLBA.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go Casey Odds and pick 3 straight draws in a row. Draw.
Okay. Sergio, what you pick?
Yeah, that's. Ooh. Well, of course, being a North Village You know,
That
I still have a
big
soft
in your
spot for
heart. That
Village.
gets you in last place, Steve. Big
I
in
still have a
your
soft
head,
spot,
in your heart.
for Village, but I mean, me watching Village right now, it doesn't seem as though it's really. It doesn't seem as though it's really clicking.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, you know, of course, you always got the threat of John Tay. Uh, I'm gonna go for draw.
Okay.
In John T. we trust.
Yeah.
Until they prove me wrong, I'm taking Dandy Town.
Hey, there you go, Sergio. We got a greater chance of being right now since
Yeah, exactly.
Earl picked it.
Exactly.
Dandytown,
Batman.
Dandytown hasn't stirred me wrong yet.
Right.
All right, so Sergio, you're up with this one. And both teams had big wins today. Crossroads host Devonshire Colts.
Oh wow. Oh wow. No,
Where's
I
that
mean
game?
I've been watching Coach and yeah, Ray's doing a good job with Coach. I watch Coach and I mean they got some good players, you know what I mean? Like yeah, and for them because I watched the game today, for them to do that to St. George's today,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean Crossroads, you know, they have that threat, but I think where's the game to, sorry?
Downson Davids.
Oh, no, yeah. I think Coach will take it.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I'll go for Coach for that one. I mean,
Uh,
Coach is nice, but I think Coach will have a. Yeah, Reyes got them guys playing right now.
yeah, both teams are really on a high right now. I just think for this one, I just think the duo of Paul Simons and Donovan Thompson will get the edge and get Crossroads a win.
Okay.
Yeah,
Griff?
reluctantly, I'm going with Earl. Crossroads.
Oh.
Okay. I'm up. Devonshire Cougars will host the PHC Zebras. I've watched both teams. Oh man, this one here it depends on. Whoa boy, what's on next weekend?
Where is it?
At the Rack.
Oh, the Rack.
Yeah.
Ole.
Yeah.
The drums will be banging.
And we don't know what you know what I mean. We have to wait to see what happens tomorrow night too. So, but I'm for this match. I'm probably gonna go safest bet is a draw. Griff?
I watched Cougars and PHC play in the semifinal the other night, and Cougars were all over them in the beginning and then petered out. I'm hoping that Cougars get it right this time. I'm going with Cougars.
Okay.
Cougars out there was right.
Okay. Sergio?
Yeah, Griff. I think I've seen them both play too, and you know, I mean, I work with Mark. You know what I mean? So I know what his capability of. I mean, it's coming up against Carl and Sequoia too. You know, which is a good combination. But yeah, I gotta go with early all day.
Okay. All right. And then the last Premier Division match, Griff, you're up first. Up at Police Field, St. George's Colts will return to the place where they lost 4-0 today. They'll play Social Club.
Easy. What's that? Remember,
It's not that difficult, is it?
Yes, I'm going to St. George's. I'm going to say today was a blip. They're going to work it out in training and they'll bounce back. St. George's.
Okay. All right. Sergio?
Well, yeah, Juwande is not going to go 3 in a row. I can't. I don't see that. They got a bit. I mean, it's gonna be a gritty match. Police Field kind of even see score, you know. But nah, I'm got you, Juwande. They got this one.
Okay. I'll take St. George's as well. I
was hoping you go Social Club.
Social Club. We'll see how they make out tomorrow, but Yeah.
You don't like Zico to get a couple? Come on, Harold.
Yeah, he might get a couple, but others will. So Jordan says enough firepower to get over social love.
Come on, man. It's in Georgia.
Yeah. All right. So we go to the first division. Sergio, you're out of this one. I go first.
Hey,
Rob-
blink if you're gonna.
Hey, you see all those NBA guys already arrested and all that deal. See, we don't need that in Bermuda. All right, Robin Hood versus Somerset Eagles. I've already taken Robin Hood. Griff.
Hey, every coach, I'm gonna say, hey, don't just pick my team because I'm on the show, but
I was gonna say the same thing, Griff.
everybody says, but I'm gonna go Robin Hood.
Okay.
All right, Sergio. So you're back in, but Griff's first up. Vasco will host Southampton Rangers.
Ooh.
Early, Sergio, early in the show, you was talking about Vasco. They only beat St. David 6-0, so that's a defeat for them.
Yeah.
How could you sit there?
That's what reminded me.
Exactly.
Rangers twice.
Exactly.
They only put 6 in Paris. Yeah. Rangers. Hey, caught up the difference. Rangers 15. Vasco got 6. Rangers 9-0 there.
All right. So, Sergio, you're up.
Oh yeah, Rangers is definitely Rangers for this one here.
Okay, and I'm going to take Rangers as well. All right, Sergio. This will be we shouldn't even worry about this game. Somerset Trojans, Hamilton Parish. We'll put everybody down for Somerset.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be 3-0.
Yeah.
Hey, 1-8. Sergio might be good if it's hard again. Might feel like Parish.
No.
All right, so this one here, Sergio, you can go first because it's a doozy. Lords and St. David's. St. David's host Wolves.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a one. Yeah, because like I said, Wolves is always, but St. David's got lose. I'm gonna go with Wolves.
Okay. I am going to go with Wolves as well. I think they will be disappointed with today's result, but if they keep that fighting spirit and put themselves in a position like they did today, I think they've learned how to manage the rest of the game. If they haven't, then I'll lose another one. But Griff,
hey, Wolves gave the potential league champions all they can handle today. I gotta go with Wolves.
Okay.
I put a lot of pressure on me. He liked a lot of nonsense.
Last week I told Danny Tom's coach, hey, you might win all 4 trophies.
Yeah. Stop it, man. Stop it, Griff.
Yeah, tell him stop it because you don't want that pressure.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, Sergio, I want to say all the best for the remainder of the season. We hope we can get you back on. So at some point through the season, just see how the progress is going. You have a young team. Keep them encouraged. Keep them playing well, and keep enjoying what you're doing.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I want to speak to Uncle Punchy, though, man. Whatever, Uncle Punchy, man.
I think it's still recovering from the funeral. I think.
Okay. Yes. Facts. Go on, man. Rest in peace. Yes. Yeah. Thank you for having me on, man. You know what I mean? And so it's a pleasure. Like I said, I'm one of the ones too that always watch the show. I think it's a good thing you guys do.
Thanks.
A lot.
Okay, so share a little bit of what you wanted to talk to Uncle Punchy about.
No. I'll keep that between me and him.
Okay. All right. Man, Punchy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, folks, we'll be back next week with another edition of the Island Stats Football Show. I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening. Again, Sergio, all the best. Griff. We'll speak again in a week's time.
All right, cool, guys.
Enjoy the week. Okay.